Well, here we are.
Once again.
Coming at you live from Erin's apartment.
Good old Norwood, Ohio.
Oh my god. Some guy that works on second shift at my factory job asked me about the podcast.
Yeah.
Because he apparently he didn't know about it, but he listened to, I want to say episode 59?
Uh-huh.
Because he was like...
Which one was that?
That was our comeback episode.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, he didn't listen to much of it. He just listened to like the intro. He was like, "We're alive and well," and you're just like, "Well, we're alive." That's like the only memorable thing that I remember him saying or talking about. But yeah, he didn't talk much about it. But I told him if he ever wants to come on the show, he's more than welcome to. Shout out to Dan. He asked if we drink while recording. That was
something we thought about doing once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we should do that at some point.
I told him that we do it sometimes. It just like rarely happens. But I mean, if you want to drink,
have we ever?
I think before one of the parties that we threw.
Oh, okay, no, that's right. No, you're right.
But yeah,
But like, we need to like do shots. Like,
take a shot if.
Stupid. Every time Tommy mentions the fucking challenge, take a shot. I will be blacked out, dead, alcohol poisoning.
You got it, girl. I'll take 2.
Make it a double.
Well, if you want to follow our hilarity, make sure you subscribe, rate, and review us. If you enjoy our little giggles, leave a review, rate us, let the world know, let your friends know.
Share the podcast.
Exactly.
On social media.
Let your friends know about us and be like, hey, I know this awesome podcast you can listen to. These awesome 2 co-hosts. Just give out all the information. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr at TEPodcast2018. Let them know where I'm at on Twitter and Instagram at I_M_remix.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Yannick_youth and Snapchat is Erin_Bertolini. And I will go ahead and spell my last name because I haven't spelled it for a few episodes and I get it. It's kind of weird. So it's Bertolini, Bertolini.
And that's Italian. I have some German in me. Ooh.
We were friends in World War II for a bit.
Oh, look at what you're getting.
Not the side we wanted to be on.
Put it on the scale. German or Italian? Which food do you like better?
Ew, German food is not good.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd rather
it's like sausage, sauerkraut. Well, bread is good. Bread is always good. And you know what? Sausage is good too. And you know what? I like sauerkraut.
No. Sauerkraut? No way, Jose. And here we are bringing Spanish into this. Mexican food is always good. I have quite the update, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Let me start off with saying that I renamed Priscilla, my car. Her new name is Karen.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's start from the beginning. Why did you name her Priscilla?
Why did I name her Priscilla?
Mm-hmm.
Great question. Because my Fusion, it's a 2011 Ford Fusion Sport. And I actually wanted this car. Like, my first car that I bought myself was a Malibu. And it was just like a regular generic.
See, and I always thought you still had your Malibu. I don't know why. What happened to that car?
I sold it because I was like, I want 2 cars, but...
Why do you want 2 cars?
Because if one breaks down, you have another one to fall back on. It's like, you don't have to rely on other people to transport you places.
But then you have to, like, pay insurance, pay 2 car payments. See,
that's why I didn't want 2 cars. I ultimately do want 2 cars, but at these times that I want 2 cars, it's just never possible. I can't afford it at the time.
Sure.
Like where I'm from, up in the country or whatever, my family owns multiple cars,
right.
Especially my dad. So I'm just used to having more than one vehicle. Like I want the option, I want the choice. If I want to roll up in a Grand Cherokee, I have that option too. But no, so yeah, like my first car was the Malibu, and it was just like I wasn't specifically looking for a Malibu. It was just the car that drew my eye to it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'll get this one. So then when the Malibu started crapping out, I was just like, I've been looking at Fusions like a lot more lately. Like they're mm-hmm. attracting my eye now. Like I really want a Fusion. Mm-hmm. And over time, like just keep seeing Fusion, I'm just like, oh, let me get the Fusion, baby. But I made sure I got the Sport because that one is the cutest. The body style. You ever seen 8 Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler, the cartoon?
Yeah.
You know when he's drunk and humping his car?
Yes. Oh my God, Tommy. Look, I am all for, just living your life how you want to live it.
YOLO, baby! No, I'm just kidding. I never did that, never wanted to do that. But no.
Thanks for clearing that up.
I've come close to it, no. No.
I have never wanted to have sexual relations with a car.
No, neither have I. It'd be weird. Out of this world. But yeah. So, when I first got the car, I named it Priscilla because it was everything I've ever dreamt and wanted for. I didn't have to replace the stereo because it was kind of updated. I got it in 2016. It's a 2011, so like it had Bluetooth compatibility. It was around the time where whatchamacallit, like the cars speak to you if you spoke to it.
Oh.
It has like that
fancy.
Little robot.
It's like a rocket ship car.
It had like that little robotic voice,
like, hey, bitch, let's.
More
you want to go somewhere?
Hey, bitch. But yeah.
Where you want to go? Let's go.
It has a sunroof, heated seats, and beautiful wheels. It has a spoiler. The body style, like I said, it's just a beautiful car. I love the Fusion Sport that I have. But I named it Priscilla because it was like my princess. But I recently renamed it to Karen because I'm not taking the best care of it that I wish I could be. The axle's going out. I got in that car accident last month. Mm-hmm. It's just like it's falling apart. It's becoming a money pit, and I'm just like I'm not being able to take care of it like I wish I could. So the other day, I gave it a car wash, and I noticed that her shoes were very dirty.
Her tires?
Wheels, rims.
Oh, okay.
Very, very dirty. Like the car wash didn't do it justice, mm-hmm. but like it did it justice for the most part, but there's still some justice that still needs to be done to it. So I renamed her Karen because she still has that bump in her face. She needs another facelift.
Oh my God. Every woman named Karen is so offended right now. Listening.
My apologies.
How dare you?
But yeah, so Priscilla is currently Karen. She's going through a midlife crisis. This is her alter ego until she becomes pretty
She's
again.
Probably starting like menopause, you know.
Well, she doesn't have any air conditioning, so.
Well, there you go. Hot flashes all the time.
So yeah, I'm enjoying life.
I think I said this on one of the other podcasts. I cannot imagine not having air conditioning in my car.
Yeah.
Like I would get rid of that car. Like if everything else was perfect and it just didn't have air conditioning, sorry. New car.
When I first was test driving cars, like first, before I even
Mm-hmm.
got my Malibu, there were cars that these dealerships were selling without heat.
See, that,
And this was during the winter.
No.
This
That is so enraging to me.
Exactly.
Like, how dare you?
And
in
like,
these Ohio winters, like, how dare you?
exactly, and it's just like I turned on the rear defroster window button. That didn't even work.
No.
How do you even function like that in the winter?
How are you a car salesman? How are you selling people these shit cars and like feeling good about that?
Right.
Like, no. Never. Never, ever, ever. So.
It's despicable of me, and I should call the cops next time.
Good. All right. Here, how about this? Next time you go car shopping, I'll go with you. If someone tries to like sell you like a shit car, like I know like you're gonna know that it's a shit car, but like I'm gonna be the one in the back seat, just like, this is a shit car, sir. show us the money.
I will give Karen one thing though, since she is a sport model. Let me push up my glasses for this.
Go on.
If I put the pedal to the metal, she still has that rev.
Ew.
Vroom,
Ew.
vroom.
Yuck.
No, her. That's one thing I do enjoy about Priscilla.
Ugh, I just hate. Okay, I hate this. I hate this whole discussion. It's just.
Let's move
Sounds
on.
gross. Sounds disgusting.
Let's move on. Do you have names for your cars?
Yes, I have named every single car that I've ever had. So my first car was the Subaru Outback.
Yes.
It was like a navy blue little station wagon. I loved him. That
With
was,
like a tan skirt or something.
yeah, he had a tan, like, you know, I don't know what the fuck you call it.
Right.
He had a blue shirt and tan pants. I don't know. And he had a really, I loved his interior because it was like wood.
Oh God.
So that was Tony Danza, and
When you sorry, when you said it had wood in it,
yeah,
it automatically takes me back to Pimp My Ride, where one of the interior guys, he was like, "We gotta put wood grain in it."
yeah.
And like he said that to every car, like wood grain, wood grain, wood grain. He was like Oprah to the cars. You get wood grain, you get wood grain, you get wood grain. Everyone gets wood grain.
I love me some wood grain in a car. I don't know why. I just have always liked it. So for my first car, I was just like, this is cool. It was cool. I could like throw all my friends in it. It had like a big ass trunk. I could put a bunch of dumb shit in there. It was always trashed. I had an auxiliary cord, which was dope. That car was like a hot mess. Like it eventually, like blew like a head gasket. It was leaking oil, and it was the AC never worked. So, no, it worked for like a month.
Okay.
And then nothing.
Kaput.
Yeah, but it was a good car. It was a 4-wheel drive. It was great in the snow. I just really loved that car. The car was awesome. But then when it was time to go, it was time to go. Yeah.
A wonderful memory I have of you with that car.
Mm-hmm.
You came into work just enraged, and you're like, you hate slow drivers, and you have a terrible but hilarious road rage.
Oh, I vaguely remember this, but
And the people in front of you,
remind me.
you were going down this that curvy road that goes into Frisch's.
Yeah.
And
With Miller.
I think so.
Yeah.
And the people in front of you were going really slow, and you're just like, "What are you doing, playing Jenga in the back?"
Gotta drive slow and careful.
I freaking love that line. I died.
What are you doing, playing Jenga back there? I remember that now. I'm so funny. So funny. So yeah, so that was Tony Danza. He was great. I named him Tony Danza because it was just kind of like a joke, because when I was really, really little, like 3, 4,